Okay, now here we go. Yeah, so on the previous stream, I managed to create rendering system. I don't know how to call it. So if we're going ZIG run main.zig, it is gonna, oh, wait a minute. It's something like that. Yeah, so we got a bunch of nice. Just pretty cool. Now I want to add some, how do I call it? Some sugar features, you know, to draw some shapes, to be able to use pretty colors and so on. Okay, first of all, I want to create some colors, right? How do I do it? Do I use just const black color? Wait a minute. Can I can make it simpler, right? Find new. Oh, it means I want to create new function, which is gonna take 3 values and it's gonna be shorter than Ryan.R, .g, and .b. But I'm not sure if like it's a good approach, considering I already have a way to create color, right? It's a little bit like boilerplate, but it's okay. Yeah, what the hell am I doing? I'm so not used to Vim, that's just insane. Okay, copy, paste. Right. Nice, then I want to change this to be black. Black. And white. Is there a way to make it color.black? I don't know. Constants inside structs, is it a way? ZIG consts inside struct, I don't know. I wanted to use static variable and function and found this example. I have not yet seen vars and consts in structs, so could somebody please confirm if my understanding of them based on intuition. Structs works with namespaces. Yes, that's what I thought it is. And vars and consts declared in them belong to the namespace, rather than a certain instance of struct. This is similar to static fields in structs or classes in other languages like C++. Consts at the struct level must be compile time known, so constants. Vars at struct level do work like global variables, but the circumstances behaves more like C static function variables. I use this feature when developing. In addition to that, ZIG. Be aware of risk condition during utilization. If your static data needs allocation, you might want. Okay. In addition to that, in ZIG, every file is implicitly a struct. Huh, interesting. So everything is a struct. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's interesting. The resultant struct type is what you get when import the file. Yeah, this means that everything you know about using constant var at the top level of file also applies to use them within struct by definition, such as, wow, that's cool. Okay, then this means I can just cut it, right? And here I'm just doing color.black. Damn, that's cool. I like it. Okay. Let's also add red, green, and blue. Red, green, blue. Hello, Sakura. Hello, how are you doing? Linux is the biggest mistake in human history. That's an interesting way to start a conversation. I'm glad Windows is most popular. At least it fucking works. It doesn't have... Windows doesn't work. Like, at least... Never worked for me. It always crashes. It always have drivers issue. You always have some corruption issues which you can't fix except just to reinstall Windows, which is insane. 1,000 problems after every update. Just use NixOS. Use NixOS. You can just not update and everything's gonna be okay, you know? Like, you're not gonna be forced to update. And when you update, if it breaks, you can just revert it. I mean, really, like, even here, I mean, even on macOS, I'm using Nix to configure everything. It's super convenient. I don't want to stay version, you know. I'm not using NixOS. Okay. I mean, it's not Arch. You're talking about Arch, you know. NixOS is not the same thing. Like, you're allowed to not stay version and use NixOS. It doesn't work with Arch that way. Okay, ZIG run. ZIG. Also, check this out. It's so cool. Like, you can create constants in structs. And so basically, structs acts as namespaces. And the cool thing is that all files are implicitly structs. So basically, everything is a struct. That's so cool. Like, I can use type color, right? To call functions in it, or to use it like for constant variables. Okay, I also want to add, I added red, green, blue. Let's set yellow. How do I create yellow? Yellow. It's green and blue, right? Right? It should be that way, I guess. Or is it no? It's green. It's green. It's green and red. What is green and blue then? What is green and blue? Is it cyan? Yeah, it's probably cyan, right? Cyan. Also I have to add purple. Or it's called like magenta or something, right? Yeah, it's called magenta. Okay, nice. Yeah, ZIG is ZIG. Let's turn back to how Linux is bad. Then why are you so, I don't know, negative? So pessimistic. Linux is great. Like, every technology has its flaws, you know? Linux at least allows you, gives you the choice, you know? I wasted 90 minutes of my life not to solve a problem. That's skill issue, brother. Like, you know, it's not you're wasted, you're like gained some experience. That means next time you're not gonna waste 90 minutes, but only 30 minutes. Now I have to report a bug, but I say so, but I lazy, so it's problem for future me. Okay. That might be the cause of the problems, like, just saying. Okay, now I have a bunch of colors. That's nice. That's pretty good. Let's use them. How am I gonna use them? Let's add some additional methods, like square. Square. Which gonna take self. P1, I guess. And P2. Point. And color. Yeah, and it will return nothing. Then I have to clamp them. I need clamp. Is there a clamp in ZIG? ZIG clamp. Is it called clamp or like how? ZIG clamp. Clamp doesn't work. Max clamp. Yep. There is a clamp. I wasted 90 minutes too because I didn't know how to do it. I was chatting with Gemini that was trying his best to solve the problem, and the only solution in the end is to write a script that would restart like audio manager every few minutes. What's your problem? Like, now I'm curious, what was your problem? What was wrong? What was the actual problem? Because, you know, it's like you have the problem X, you like do the conclusion Y, and you try to solve the conclusion Y. When was the problem that you come to the wrong conclusion? That could be the case. I mean, it's not to say that Gemini can solve everything, because I also when try to solve something with system level settings, Gemini can fail if it's some niche topic. Square. I need to use clamp, but I have to use mess for that, so I have to invert it. Mess. Is it how it works, right? Undo. Okay. Mess.clamp. It doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? std. Oh, it should be. Yeah, wait a minute. It's std.mess. Yep. Mess.clamp. Auto function? What is that? Looks so funny. Oh, so it's like I see now. It's like x equals y, right? And then you claim it, and value just like becomes parallel to the x-axis. Value lower, upper. Okay. Okay, so my idea is, if you write, like if you want to draw a square, and your point is out of bounds, we have to draw only the part of the square, right? Only like the part which is in bounds. But what if the square is completely out of bounds? Okay, anyway, let's solve at least like this problem. Mass clamp. Oh, I have to use it. Okay, let's just do it other way around. For Okay, I have to iterate. Or what? It's not what I need, right? I need while. How do I do that? Can I use... Wait, for p1.x dot p2.x. Does it work that way? X self dot oh, I also have... Do I? No, I don't. Y is constant that way, right? So I'm moving... Like, I have to draw 4 sides, so it's gonna be 4 loops. Y is constant. So I'm creating a new point. Where it's x dot x equals x and dot y equals p1 dot y. The color is gonna be white. Color dot white. Okay. Undefined function parameter. Oh, it's not white. Yeah, I have to pass it. Color. Then I duplicate it. Three times. Then I'm doing it like y here. Nice. Here I will change it to p2.y. Here we are using p1.x. It's gonna be y here. p2.x. Damn, that's a huge paragraph. Give me a minute, give me a minute. I have to mentally prepare myself. Why? Not try, why? Why here? Unused capture. Give me a moment. Yep, here we go. And it should work. It should probably work, right? Okay. And here... What do I do here? It's gonna be by default black. Just black screen, right? Right? Yeah, it's just black screen. Okay. Now let's create a square. Game dot screen dot... Oh, is it? No, it's just game dot square. Point 1. I don't know. Point dot x equals 5. Dot y equals 7. New point. Dot x equals 32. Y equals 48. And color is gonna be white. Color dot white. Hi, is there something wrong? Oh. Dot. Semicolon. Right. Let's check it out. Yeah, it works, but it's not white. What the hell? That's weird. Anyway. Damn, why there are so many messages? Brother, I have Fio BTR5. Is it earbuds? Like wireless, right? IEMs. No, it's not. It's to make them wireless, right? Yeah. It's a wireless adapter. It's like deck and amplifier. Okay. For simplifying, it's just seen between laptop and headphones until recent Fedora updates. Everything was fine. The bug is that if no audio plays, then it will not play through BTR5. If no audio plays, then it will not play through. But if there is no audio, why would it play? I don't understand. Even videos on YouTube won't load until replug BTR or start audio manager. After painful bug testing, I in Gemini. I mean, it's correct to say Gemini and I in English. It's not like I try to, just so you know, concluded the most probable problem is that after audio don't play it for a bit, audio channel enters like sleep state. Yeah, that's kind of reasonable. It's supposed to wake up the channel after audio start playing, but it just doesn't. Yeah, that's like unfortunate. Gemini suggests was script setting of audio manager that should set channel setting not go in sleep mode, but it didn't work. It should work probably, just like you should. Such scenes are so niche, Gemini just have no idea how to do them. You either have to provide them a lot of context, like you better to turn on this flag, grounding with Google search, and also it can at least find something. It's not like guarantees that it's gonna work, but you should turn it on, and better way to do it is to find documentation by yourself, and either read it or just feed it to LLM and let them read it. I mean, I feel like if there is hardware support for it, it should be possible. To, like, it should be pretty much easily possible to turn on the sleep. Audio channel enters like sleep state. It's supposed to wake up the channel after audio start playing, but it just doesn't. Gemini suggests, okay, I already read that. Also, Gemini had problem with being up to date. He saw now, he doesn't know what year it is now. Gemini is like trained by early, like if I understood correctly, training data of Gemini is limited by early 2025, but it just have no way to tell if it is limited by 2025. It's like a limitation of current LLMs. They can't reflect on their memories as we can, right? They can just recall if it relates the context. If you ask something that happened after in the early 2025, it will be able to correctly say it, but it won't be able to say if it has any memories from 2025, because there is like no such thing as memories for LLMs. And first configuration of audio manager were run. I mean, like, listen, if it doesn't work automatically, it's probably the problem of manufacturer. Like, Linux does it best to support all the hardware it can. If there is proprietary hardware which manufacturer just like have no desire to support on Linux, it's hard to do anything with that, you know? And if it's possible to disable sleep like on hardware level, it should be possible. What do you mean? It worked before just fine. Oh. Yeah, that's bad then. You can revert. Oh, you can, because it's not Nick size, right? Anyway. I mean, yeah, that's annoying shit, but I don't know, like, it's still not that bad as something that happens on Windows. I mean, at least if you, like, the point is, if it happens on Windows, right, you're pretty much fucked. Like, you either have to go through the loops of hell, right, or either you have to cry. If you're on Linux, you can solve it 100%. It's probably maybe really hard, right, but you can automate it and you can make it so it won't break. In Windows, it's not the case. Like, there is a clear possibility that you just can't solve it on Linux or on Windows, right? When on Linux, because everything is open, you can solve everything. Yeah, sometimes it's difficult, sometimes shit breaks, but you can always fix it. I never had issues on Windows that I couldn't solve, because it works. Okay. I mean, I understand that you never had, but it was not my point. My point was that, by definition, Linux is open, Windows is not, and by definition, there could be problems which you just can't solve in Windows. If you have never met them, then probably Windows is better for you. Why my square is transparent? That's so weird. What if I'm gonna draw it like not white but red? Wait. Okay, red. Why there is empty dot here? Oh, I know why. Actually, no way. Because I have to do that. Is this how it works? No, it's not. Do I have? Damn. ZIG ranges. And more info how to fix something. There's no 10 different windows that has different support. Just do fucking one. Linux is one. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Distributions are not something you have to worry about. If you're not skillish and you understand how system works, distribution, like, you can solve problems the same way on all distributions. With like minor tweaks. Which you don't need like special knowledge for. You can just do it on the fly. From the moment you have some, like, enough level of proficiency. Wait a minute. Ranges. Language reference. I got it here. Range. Orange, thank you. Arranged. Range. Ranges can be specified using 3-dot syntax. These are inclusive of both ends. Okay, so I have just to do 3 dots. Right? Expected comma after operand. What the hell does it mean? Am I missing something? I probably have to look for loops, right? Yep, here we go. 0 to 5. Okay, but what if... Huh? To iterate over a portion of a slice. Okay. That's not what I want. Let's seek for 2 dots. Do I have to do +1? It's like not what I wanna do. It feels unaesthetically, like, aesthetically unpleasant. 4. Okay, iterate. To iterate over consecutive integers, use the range syntax. Unbound range is always compiler. Okay, but how can I make included range? Let's read again. Range. Do I have it here? No, I don't, right? Truncate. Range. Range. Arranged. Okay, that's unfortunate. Give me a minute. Let's check here. Where A and B can be chars, integers, anything that can define a range. This is also better syntax in my opinion. Bruce and Andrew Kelly, and I consider the syntax very early in ZIG development. One problematic point was upper bound exclusivity. With an expression like I less than n, there is no question that n is exclusive upper bound, but with a dot b, does that include b? Surely the question have an answer, and it should probably be exclusive, but the point is that the syntax doesn't clearly say that it's exclusive. And just to confuse things, I've seen languages, Coco for example, use two different syntaxes for a.b inclusive and aa.b exclusive. I don't think users will have a very good success rate for guessing. and like, it was absolutely true. Users like have 0 success rate of guessing that, like, I can guess it. And still they added it. For guessing whether the upper bound is inclusive or exclusive, which makes me dislike this proposal. That being said, iterating over number 0 to n exclusive is a very common pattern even outside the use case of reindexes, and I think this deserves more discussion. I wonder be against the 2 different tokens, but initially I'd say a.b is exclusive and 3 dots is inclusive. I think Rust and do this too. We do have a 3.b slicing syntax, which is exclusive, so it should be clear from this. On the other hand, an unsolved problem is that in switch statement, 3 dots is inclusive, for example. What the hell? I have two ideas to solve this problem. 3 dots syntax for slicing to 2 dots and keep it exclusive. Keep 3 dots syntax for switch statements and keep it inclusive. Change 3 dots syntax for slicing to colon, like Python. Keep insane. Oh, there is range. Getting some form of range functionality would be really nice. If not readability, then for readability. Surely it's possible to have the compiler build and narrate compiler time to reduce size from time to facilitate something like this. Okay, maybe even leverage anonymous struct somewhere to indicate, so as to somehow to facilitate optional arguments by exclusive true. This one is good. Like, this one is really good. I assume you meant less on the left side. Okay, anyway. Multi-object for loops have landed with, and now for loop syntax suffers counters. Oh yeah, that's what I use right now. But what about like... What is the problem in ZIG now? I didn't pay attention. So I have this range syntax, right? So I'm going from p1.x to p2.x. The problem is it's exclusive. And I want it to be inclusive. And I don't want to make it... I mean, I guess it's what I have to do is to make it +1. But it just looks ugly. You know? And I thought there gonna be something like ... equal, like in Rust. Or ... But neither of that works. Is there any plans for inclusive counters as a convenience? Obviously the same functionality is achieved by just increasing the end number by 1, but I would argue there is a readability benefit to the counter being able to specify that it's inclusive. I know there have been a bunch of suggestions in terms of formatting, but I haven't seen mention of the fact that Rust already uses x.y syntax for exclusive ranges and simply uses ... equal y to specify inclusive. Yes, that's a good syntax. The benefit to borrowing this syntax would be that the existing counter syntax wouldn't need to change at all. Yep. I feel like it doesn't work. Like I just have to add one. Like there is just no other way for me to do it. Okay. Plus. Actually, no, it should be that way. Never mind. Right. It does work. Nice. Now I want to understand why white doesn't work. Like if I'm doing white color. Right. Right. It's just transparent. Huh? Why is it transparent? Let's make it, I don't know, 40 here. Am I missing something? White, color, air, 240, 255, 255. Let's make 240 here too. I don't know. The program is racist, why? 40. Huh? What's wrong? Color dot white. Okay, let's do color dot yellow. Right. Right. It's magenta. Oh, my bad. Red and blue. Yeah, obviously it's magenta. Magenta. Why do I have two magentas? Wait a minute. Yellow. 0 here. Yeah, something like that, right? Okay, it does work. What's the problem then with... Okay, what if I'll change this? 128. Oh, no, my bad. Not this. I want to change blue to 128. Okay, it does work. It does work. Right? 200. Right. There is something particularly wrong with white variable. That's so weird. 250. Reverse discrimination. Okay, that's what's the problem? Like if I change yellow to white, like set values to white values, right? It works. When I use variable called white, it doesn't work. Oh, I know why. I know why. I actually know why. It's because of that. Because it's by default. It's white, yeah, it just doesn't change, yeah. That's bad in itself. Color. Previous screen. Should I just make it black too? Editor. Black. Right. Oh, I see now. It doesn't work. That's interesting. Okay, now it's gonna be white, but it's not what I want. I want it to always draw first. Like the first frame should be always drawn fully. Lol, we found the problem, it's you. National Geographic log. It's white, it's not yellow. How can I solve it? Like, really? I have to save previous frame. Just so I know if, like, I need to change anything, right? That's really interesting. Draw update. It checks if it... Do I have to create, like, if it's first iteration? But how can I do it? I can't do that. Current color not equal previous screen. Can I use color none? Is there a way to make it color none? Oh, there is a way, actually. But I have to make it optional. Do I want it? I don't know. Is there any, like, way to use it? Probably not. Do I have to create two functions, one which will draw fully and one which will just compare and draw the changed pixels? Wait, what exactly is the problem? Why 7 with Y's doesn't work? So, see, there is a problem. I have screen and previous screen, right? And every time I update the frame, it compares new screen to the previous screen and changes only the updated pixels. The point is, first frame doesn't have previous screen, right? But it has to be initialized in some way. So because of that, it was initialized to white. So default screen is black and previous screen is white. However, the problem was when first frame I tried to draw with white, it was not drawing it because it saw that on the previous screen it was already white and it's calculated it as it already there. And because of that, it was just transparent. Like now, I'm drawing everything black, right? There should be black square. But because previous screen is already black, it thinks that it's already drawn, when it's not. So I have to fix this first frame. But I think what is gonna be the most, like, native way to do that, the most simple one, without adding too much code. Buffer clear, retaining capacity. You know what I can do? I can just draw a black frame first. So every time you launch something, it's gonna start with black frame, which is, I guess, is okay, right? Like 1 second black frame is... Wait a minute. Huh? Oh, right. Oh, wait. Draw update. Buffer rate. No, it's not gonna work, right? Yeah, it's not gonna work. Fuck. My plan is ruined. In it. Okay. I can draw 2 squares. Black square, white square, back to black square, and it's gonna reset everything. But should I do that? Okay, I guess for now it's alright, right? For now, it's good enough. Game.draw update. Oh, no, first of all I have to do... No, it feels so bad, I don't want to do that. It feels so bad. I have to fix first frame somehow. So it always compares. Draw update. If only it knew which frame it is, right? But it also complicates things a lot. Right print. So interesting. Wait a minute. Yeah. What if... Can I do color blank? I mean, it will require to make it optional. So screen is gonna be color optional, right? That's how it works. Or is it that way? Yeah. But it's not how I want it. That means I'll always need to compare if, like, to check if it's null or not. And it's gonna be, like, it's needed only for the first frame, and never ever again. How is your rendering works? Do you have a function that draws 1 frame at a time, and you call it times and times again? Yep. Here is a function called draw update. What it does? It goes through every pixel on screen. It compares if pixel on the current screen is equal to the pixel on the previous screen. So on the current frame, it actually has to rename it, right? Frame. It should be renamed. Oh, how do I rename it in Vim? I have no idea how to rename it. Okay, it's gonna be screen for now. I'll figure it out later. Yeah, so it compares current frame, pixel on current frame to the previous frame. If they are not equal, then it does some terminal magic, so it goes to that pixel, it rewrites it, and it's updates the screen. And I just do that repeatedly. Okay. Is there a way to make transparent color? Probably not. It's terminal, there's no way to do that, right? There's no alpha channel in terminal. Anyway, let's do public function fill. No, it's actually, it's kind of confusing. It should be... I want to fill the whole screen, and it should be, like, clear that it's not bucket fill, which just will fill every adjacent pixel of the same color. I know, blank. Self. Color. And we'll return void. Wait. Then, what we're gonna do next? We are calling square, so actually I have to move it. Right here. So all we do is just draw in a square from the top left to the bottom right pixel. Square. Self. Const top left. Point. Dot x equals 0. Dot y equals 0. Huh? Yank, paste. Bottom right. Oh, actually it should be camel case, right? It's not go, it's ZIG. Damn. Top left. Bottom right. Actually not familiar with ZIG conventions. It should be camel case. Oh, not camel case, but snake case. Self dot with. No, it's not with. How is it called? Oh, there is no such variable, right? It's here. Should I store it? Yeah, I should probably store it. Oh, can I just do len? Actually, I should just store it. You know. With equals e16. Can I do just const with? No, it's gonna be. It's not what I want. With equals with. Is there a way to do that? Oh, it works. Hate equals hate. It actually works. Nice. Or does it? Cell.with. Okay, let's do it that way. It's gonna show me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it doesn't work. Why? Not comp time tuple field has default initialization value. Non-comp time tuple field. Comp time. So it should work that way. Tuple field has a name. Why is it tuple? Tuple field has a name. Huh? Wait a minute. ZIG struct default value. Default field value. Why can you just wait a minute? Why you can just draw one frame as you say it, like title screen? Yeah. It doesn't work for most of the times. It doesn't work for most of the time. Sure. Wait, the title like that. I will start like that. That's what I'm doing right now. Full, default, undefined. Proposal, default struct field installation values. Yes, please, this looks ugly. Init. You can simply assign the type to new identifier in this case. Where is Andrew Kelly? I mean, logical dependency, not a literal dependency, something like this. Not open. Now, if you do s.action equals .delete, flags still gets the flags that apply to open. That's something weird. +1 on having C structs, use 0 as default for everything. This is great. What about setting the default value? So there's no way to do that. Close this. It's completed. Each struct field may have an expression indicating the default field value. Such expressions are executed at link comp time and allow the field to be omitted in a struct literal expression. Code begin test. Okay. So I'm doing it just I just have to add type and it's gonna work, right? That's the problem. So if I add E16 here, right, right. Does it work? Yeah, it does work. Nice. Now here I'm doing self.with. Nice, it works. Self.height. Then I'm doing self.square. Here I'm doing top left. Oh, it's not gonna be filled, that's the problem. Top right. I have to address it. White. Color.white. Use of undeclared top right. Top left, huh? Bottom right, yeah, it's bottom right. And I have to pass color. Do I have? Yeah, I have to pass color. Nice. Then the problem is square draws just the border of a square, not like the filled square. Do I have to do two, like, which approach is better? To make two methods? Or make it one and in which you can select if it's filled or not? Like add another parameter called filled. How's it called? How is it filled in past simple? I have no idea. Filled? Is it that way? Yeah, it's just ed. Filled. Bool. Right? Okay. And then if filled, then we're doing something here, and else we are doing that. Oops, my bad. Yeah, something like that. If it's filled, we are doing loop. We are going from p1 to p2, oh, p1.x to p2.x, right? And it's gonna be a column. Then copy it. And here is y. Row. Oh, actually, yeah, that's how it should be. Actually, I can just iterate. I can make a slice. I can make screen, right? I can make self.screen, color, unused capture. Oh, yeah, it's because it can be null. That's bad. Hey, hello, yeah, hello. Yo, my man, what's good? I'm great. What about you? We are writing some game engine. I mean, it's hard to tell if it's game engine or not. Oh, it doesn't work right now. Yeah, so right now there is a bug which I have to fix with the first frame, and for that I'm just creating a function which basically just gonna fill the screen with the same color. I'm good, thanks. That's great to hear. Okay, so yeah, I don't need slices actually. Like, I have to check if it's out of bounds, but we're gonna do that later, right? Who the fuck, like, checks their data, right? No one. Field options looks ugly. I find just fill better. You can add then like none solid create. Find just fill better. You can add then none solid create. What is create? I don't. You mean here field? It's boolean. I don't quite understand what they mean. I mean, it sounds kind of interesting, but I don't quite see what you want. Anyway, we are doing self.screen. We are taking column, row, right? No, other way around, row, column, right? And we set it to the color. Right. Yeah, it should work, right? Looks good to me. Oh, now I have to... Okay, now I just got a square. Now I want to blank, and I want to pass through here. Right. Nice. I have to actually call it. I actually have to call it first. So what exactly is the game engine? Okay, so let me explain. Like, you can write games, right? You can like just program them. The point is that there are a lot of functionality when you write games, which is like often reused, right? And to not write this functionality every time you create a new game, people usually use game engines, right? So you don't want to write logic to draw something on a screen every time you create a new game, because of that you just use a game engine. In my case, it's more like game library, I guess, right? Which like game engine, and you can just call a function which will draw a square on a screen, right? And it allows you to think more about the game mechanics instead of how to make it work, you know? So that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, and I have to fill it. Game dot blank white color dot white yank paste and back to black. Right, and then what's here? Where's the default colors? Oh yeah, and here should be both black. Right. Run. Damn, what's wrong? Member function expected for arguments found 3. Oh, I see. Do I? Yeah, I see. False. Right. Current color equal. No field or member function named equal? Huh? What do you mean? Here's equal. Wait a minute, where is that? Line 48. I mean, use variable with a num type that would accept different fill variants like none or solid. Like, okay, but what are other options except none or solid? You want it like to be hatched? Or like grid? I mean, it's kinda interesting, but I feel like it should be separate functionality, you know, it should not be... Like, it should not be all in one function. It's better, like, to create method called pattern or something like that. Also, you could add another fill in, for example, different patterns, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I have to think about it. It's probably, that means probably better to remove it from here, right, and create another one. Is there a way, like, to call it a field square and not field square in one word? Like square and something which means field square, or other way around, I don't know, like something like that. Okay, now we got white and black. Why doesn't it work? Wait a minute. Line 48. Current color dot equal. Yeah, and what's the problem? Huh? No field or member function named equal in main.color. Am I tripping? Here is equal. Wait. Run. Okay. Okay, now it's interesting. Current color. It's optional. Why is it optional? Oh, am I stupid? I'm stupid. I forget to remove it. Yeah, my bad. Yay! It worked. No, wait a minute. It doesn't work. My bad. It doesn't work. Okay, where is black? Game blank. Oh, because I have to write it. Draw update. Copy and paste. Right. Please work. Please work. Damn, it doesn't work. I guess you would know use more than 2 options, or would you? What do you mean 2 options? Oh, you mean like field? It's actually an interesting idea. I would probably use different. It's cool to have different infill patterns, but I'll probably have to create another method for that. Game blank. Draw update. Buffer items. Why it doesn't work? Can someone explain it to me? White, black. Okay. So right now, previous screen is black, previous screen is also black. So what we're doing everything white, which should basically update. Okay, let's just delete this one, right? I'm curious. Huh? Yeah, okay. Maybe I'm missing something. Paste. Right. Run. Okay, let's do it several times. I don't know, it feels so bad. There's something, clearly something wrong. Let's do it several times. It should work. Okay, let's think through why it doesn't work. I know a bit of coding, and making a library is kinda tough. How did you learn to code? Oh, this is an interesting question. I mean, I don't know, I've just been curious. That's basically the answer. I just really love to understand how things works, you know? And I just Google, just watch some I was watching some videos. Like, I'm programming from my childhood. And like, most of things sounds to be really complex, really like huge, and something that you are not able to do. But most of the time, like, people who write them, they are the same people, the same way you are, you know? It's not like they have superhuman capabilities, you know? It's like always seems really huge until you just understand how it works. And that's the most interesting part about it. So yeah, I just was curious, and I just was always looking for stuff. Okay, why it doesn't work? Let's think through. We have screen, right? Which is fully black. Then we have previous screen, which is fully black. Then we're like first frame. What's happening on the first frame? We are changing we are changing screen to white. Okay, so it's no longer black and black. Okay, what if I just do it white here, right? So it should render. Damn, that's difficult. Screen is black, previous screen is white. Hey, hello, Chiroptical, I hope I read it right. Do you need a sleep in between those updates? Sleep? You think so? I mean, it should not work that way, it's not asynchronous, right? Like, the problem is that it's not have time to draw on a screen. Is that because it's updated, it should be updated internally, and it should be enough, I guess. It's happening so fast that you don't see it. Okay, no, that's, I mean, it's not the problem. Like, okay, right now you see there is only white square, and there should be, this white square should be drawn on a background. And right now background is transparent because every time, like, my method is, okay, how draw update works. It checks previous frame with the current frame, and if current frame has different pixels, it draws only those different pixels. Because by default, like I have to make like first frame has to have previous frame, right? But it's impossible because first frame doesn't have previous frame, and I have to like do something with it. And to address it, I want to like draw it white then black, and then it's gonna draw this black background. I mean, it's supposed to work that way. For context, I just turn it on. It's okay. I mean, I understand. Like, I assume it should work right now, but it doesn't. Like, look at that. I'm doing current screen black, previous screen white, right? I just delete this, right? Yeah, so you see, it's now it's black background with white square in it. However, it's not drawn white because, like, from the code standpoint, previous screen was white. Although previous screen was not written, it doesn't exist in the first frame, but we have to fill it with some value. And as a result, it just doesn't draw these pixels, which is like ridiculously weird. I mean, it's not weird, it's all it should be that way, but weird why this can fix it. Let's think again. So current screen is black, previous is white, right? So it draws everything in black. So I have to immediately draw it, right? Draw it. Now everything is black. Actually, I should do it other way around. I should make current screen white, then new previous screen black. So it's gonna draw everything in white. Here we got white screen. Then we change it to blank, and then we draw it once again. Right, please work. It doesn't work, what the hell? Okay, I guess we have to find a better approach. First frame, how can I solve first frame? I'm just curious, what if I'll just move it here? Right? I mean, it's a while loop, so it's probably gonna flicker as fuck, like it's gonna be always white and black. What do you store when do you store previous frame? You think I don't update it? This actually could be reasonable. Wait, no, wait. No, it's not possible, right? Self, previous screen, current color. Okay, my logic might be flawed, right? Where? It's stored in a renderer struct, right? So here's screen, and next to it is previous screen. So once again, we are going through every pixel, right, on the screen. Then we check if the pixel on the current screen is equal to the pixel on the previous screen. If it's not, we update this pixel. We draw it actually, right? Yeah, we draw it. And then previous screen equals current color. Yeah, so we change pixel on the previous screen to the current pixel. So it should be updated automatically. That kinda should make sense, I guess. Yeah, and then we just end it with, I don't know, with some escape codes to reset the styles. But it doesn't print it, it just save it to the writer. Right? Oh, it doesn't print it. Oh, wait a minute. I'm so stupid. No way. Wait. Right. Yay, here we go, it works. It works. Nice. Can we notice the flickering? Yeah, we can see, like, it's fully white, then it gets black. Damn, can I fix that? Probably not. Right? You're welcome. Okay. Okay, I'm okay with it. Let it flicker, right? It's not a problem right now. You know what? First of all, I want to check the field square. True. Right? Nice. Let's animate it. Oh no, it's not. I have to check bounds, first of all. I have to check bounds. Anyway, I can just play around. Let's animate it. I really want to animate it. Okay, what we are doing? We are making 2 points, right? P1 var P1 equals point. So what the idea is? We are creating 2 points which defines square. Then I'm just gonna move these points right and left constantly with every frame. Point.x equals 5. I don't know. Dot y equals 5. What the hell am I writing? Dot y equals 5. Unused, yeah. Copy, paste, point 2. And it's gonna be 20. 20. Nice. Then I have to make another variable called direction. It's actually gonna be is moving right, which is more clear. Do you need really check for bound made you're playing on donut? Insane. I mean, you have to implement this logic, you know. It can't just be implemented on donut. I have to write it. I mean, it's a cool idea. I can do that, but I have to do that. It can't like work by itself. Anyway, is moving right is gonna be true by default. Then we check if p.2 dot x, oh, it's not dot 2, it's just 2 dot x more equal than I don't know 100, then is moving right equals false. In the same way, other way around, right? Paste. If it's less equal than 5, then it's moving right is true. Oh, actually no, I can do it better. I can make it move direction. Oh, it should not be capital. Actually, I can't use snake case. I'm so used to write go, I always try to write camel case. Move direction. And it's gonna be U1. No, it's not gonna be U1, it's gonna be I1, right? It's actually not gonna work, it should be I2. It's so cool, like, I can make it I2, so... What is that? It's 2 to the power of 2 is 4, so it's basically minus 1, 0, 1, 2, if I assume it, like, if I understand correctly. Right, is by default 1, and here we are doing it minus 1. And here it's 1. Move direction. Nice. And then what I can do is just add it to the axis. Why? When var overflows, it just goes from the beginning. No. It's ZIG. Like, if you... We did it on the first stream, like, we were reading that. You can do that, but you have to explicitly say that. By default, it's gonna crash if I'm not mistaken. Just make resolution of a power of 2 and make a position variable with the same amount of bits. Why do you want to complicate everything? Come on, sucker. Then, what we are doing? We are updating p1 equals point dot x equals p1 dot x plus 1 dot y equals p1 dot y. Nice. Wait a minute, I forgot comma. Copy, paste, p2, p2, p2. And let's make frame rate really small. Huh? Oh, wait, I don't need this. And also I don't need this, right? Wait. Why is it here? Yeah, it was... It should no longer be here. Huh? It doesn't work. Wait a minute. Oh, because I don't draw a square, actually. I don't draw a square. Okay, let me draw a square. It's game dot square p1 p2 white color dot white and field is gonna be true. Is that how I do it? Clear retaining capacity. Try game draw update. I should do it here actually, right? Where should I write it? I guess it's okay. Right. Let's see. Damn, it breaks! Oh, because I made a typo. Wait. Oh. 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 Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, this works perfectly. Oh, because I always plus, yeah, my bad. Move direction. That's the point. Move direction. Right? Why it breaks? Oh, because it's not the same. Okay, so it should be U64 because I don't want to convert it to U64 every time. Oh, it can be. It has to be I64. Oh, so I can't. Fuck! Everything breaks. It's not. It's gonna be complicated. What do you mean complicated? Lol. Okay. Just make resolution a power of 2. What do you mean resolution? Oh, I mean like the screen size, and make a position variable with the same amount of bits. It's not how games works. Should I make it properly create like enum called like north, south, east, west? Probably not. I can just make point not you but I, right? And it should just work. Unexpected type. Usize found I64. Huh? Usize? Where is that? I64. Oh, it's somewhere here. Oh. Oh, usize. Why is it usize actually? Shouldn't it be I-size? That's weird. Let's get back. Okay, let's do it properly. Actually, let's do it properly. Move direction is gonna be it's gonna be bool, which is gonna be true, and it's gonna be is moving. Okay, it's gonna be move direction final, right? False. True. And then what we are doing is if move direction yank. Actually, I have to add methods to point, which allows me to shift them by coordinates. It's gonna be so much better. Like vector operations, I have to add vector operations. It's gonna speed up the process quite a bit. Yeah, and if it's going not right but left, so if move direction is true, it's going right. Else, it's going left, and we have to subtract. Actually, I have to delete this. It's gonna be +1. +1 here, save it. Then copy. -1. Damn, give me just... I'm so not used to Vim. Like, I have to dedicate some time to just learn how to use Vim properly. Without mouse. Because using Vim and mouse at the same time is kind of weird. Too strong. Okay, now let's think. Why it doesn't clean the previous square? Oh, I want to see if it bounds. Does it bound back? Yeah, it bounced back. But first of all, I want to know why it doesn't... Oh, because I always draw it, right? I never clean it. So I have to create blank. Game.blank, right? Color.black. Yay! It works! It works! It works! Totally agree with that. Practice the tutorial at the beginning of stream. I mean, tutorial? Oh, you mean like practice, not read? Okay, okay. A disable mouse immediately. Lol. I mean, okay, hear me out, hear me out. Like, I want to use Vim, right? Vim tutorial, yeah, I see. I mean, I thought like Vim I already gone through Vim tutorial. You mean like just get this muscle memory, right? That's what you mean. The problem is that like I want to use Vim, but I can't just immediately be good at that. So I try to call Turkey and I use it the way I can, and in the process I'll try to get better. Do it over and over again. Yeah. Just avoid to scrolling like. I mean, it's hard when you never use it. It's a lot to learn. Also, why it doesn't bounce back? It should bounce back, right? Let's equals in 5. Move direction equals true. Huh? It's by default true, so it moves right. Oh, because it should be P1, not P2. Yep, here we go. It hurts me on the inside. Totally get it. Yeah, I mean, I can feel it. It's also like, it feels wrong to use Vim with mouse, but anyway. Okay. Let's add some quality features, right? Like, let's... First of all, where's my point? I got point here. I want to add some vector operations, right? Point is just a vector. It's just a vector. What can I do with it? I can shift it, right? So I can do pub.function shift, right? Is it a proper name? So I basically just gonna enter delta x and delta y, and it's gonna shift values by those values. I guess it's okay. Self, right? First of all, do I need to always write const self equals at this? I don't like paste, or do I have to write it? Actually, I have to read ZIG source code to see how they do that, so I'll do it automatically. Self. Let's try that. Add this. It does work actually. Should be star? Yeah, it's star self. The X, which is gonna be U64. Do I have to do it here too? Yeah. No, I'm basically writing Go in ZIG. It's insane. Dy U64. Return void. And basically what we do, we're taking self dot x plus equal the x, right? Oh, it should be I64, right? Because we can move in two directions. Will it work? Self.y plus equal the y. Damn, why do I misspell everything? Self. Nice. Will it work? Will it compile? Unused function parameter. Huh? dy. Have I saved it? Right. No, I didn't. Okay, nice. Then, what can I do next? I can update my, this logic. I can update this logic. So what am I doing here? I'm taking p1 dot shift, and I'm just making it the x is 1 and the y is 0. Damn, it's so much better. Right. Delete this, copy this. Not 2 lines, only 1. And here is gonna be P2. Oh wait, I bet. It should not be here. Yep. Then I copy that. Pass it here. And I'm making -1 here. Come on, how do I... Damn, okay, calm down. Calm down. Shift is childish, use cool word like translate. Yeah, so fuck readability, right? Let's use the most complicated words ever. Without any reason. It doesn't work. Expected type U64 found I64. That's what I expected. What should I do about that? Can I convert it? How do I do that? I should probably not use U64, right? I mean, screen can use only, like, it can has only positive coordinates. But point is gonna be like an abstract type which I'll use generally, not just to draw screen. So it's I64. Damn, I'm gonna rewrite full code right now. Okay, expected type size found I64. Line 77. So we iterate through from p1.x to p2.x and we got usize. Why is that? Why does it work that way? Unsigned 64-bit int cannot represent all possible signed 60-bit. What? Unsigned 64-bit int cannot represent all possible signed 64-bit values. Yeah, but expected type usize. Found is 64. Does ZIG not have a language server? It does have, but it's like it's not always shows everything. Like ZIG is still in alpha, right? So it's like 0.14, 0.14 right now. 0.14.1, and it has so-called ZIG language server, ZLS, which is like basically written not by the core ZIG team, right? So there is this person which maintains it. And it's hard to maintain language server for language which is not your language and which breaks basically like every several months. Especially with such, like ZIG is so heavily meta-programming language, right? So it has a lot of self-changing features, and because of that I just assume it should be probably should be much harder to write language server for such language. So we just live with that, right? But how do I interpret this error? Expected type usize. So it expects that range always usize. It cannot be int. I cannot iterate from the negative value. Wait a minute. How do I know it? -5, 5. Type of size cannot represent an integer value, so it's always positive, right? Okay, that's kinda bad, actually. What am I doing about that? Why is it that way, actually? ZIG or loop over, or how do I do it? For from negative range, negative value. How do I Google it? I'm a bit confused with compiler error messages. Here's simple proc. Sure, it works as expected. Now I want to count down. Overflows of integer type usize with value -3. Yes, that's pretty much what I have right now. Why usize? I used i32 for n. Why -3 is always equal to -n? Is there a way to count down using for with range? For loops, only supports counting up. Wait. Yeah, but cannot I count up from the negative value? Wait. For counting down, you have to use while loop. Or you can use for loop that counts up, then reverse the loop parameter. For loops only support usizes for index type, so it tries to cast for loops first. Seriously? That's weird decision. I mean, maybe I don't understand something. Okay, let's use while then. How do we do that? while damn, it's gonna be complicated. I have to introduce I, right? So the problem is in ZIG there is no typical for loop as in other languages. I can't just define variable in the loop. Actually, I'm drawing a square, right? So it should be always positive because it's a screen. So I have to claim it. Clamp, public function, clamp. Okay, I'm really confused right now. What is gonna be the best way to solve it? Because I mean, I'm drawing a square. I cannot, like, screen cannot have negative values. Right, so there is no point to, like, I can limit it and I'm gonna solve two problems at the same time, right? I got my homework for C rated. Oh, is it like ABC? For half of the test I have memory leak. I mean, brother, it's C, like, get used to it. It's like when you never read in C and you go into write in C, it feels that way. It's like, it's as it should be. However, it's your problem, like, I don't remember the flags, but like when you use modern compilers, you can use specific flag which will tell if you have any memory leaks in the code. I mean, at least it will try its best to find the memory leaks. Usually it works. Sanitize, yeah. Then I want to drink some water. Okay. Public function clamp. It's gonna accept self, star self. Then it's gonna take. Okay, what is gonna clamp? Is it gonna go into clamp two values at the same time? Do I have to provide two points to make it visible, like understandable? Should I make it like vec2? Should it be called vec2 not point, and not use xy but like something abstract like first and second? Because it's gonna be four values inside. It's gonna be min and max for x and min and max for y. Damn, that's insane. Okay, let's just do the most straightforward way. We are going here. We are doing mass.clamp. No, we are taking p1 equals point, where .x equals mass.clamp. We are taking p1 .x. Lower one is 0 and upper one is self dot. It's x, so it's with. Oh, I don't have y. Right? Yeah, dot y. Equals pretty much the same, actually. Mass clamp, self-hate. And then I'm doing the same scene, but for the point2. So it's gonna be point2 here. And here. Now it's clamped. Now I should be able to safely convert it to unsigned integer, right? How to convert usize to, oh no, other way around, usize to usize in ZIG. Yep, here we go. Casting in ZIG, let's go. Int cast. So do I have to use uint cast? you int cast. Int cast converts an integer to another integer while keeping the same numerical value. The return type is a inferent result type, attempting to convert a number which is out of range of the destination type result in safety checked illegal behavior. Okay, to truncate this significant. So it automatically understands which value which type it should use, right? Int cast p1.x int cast p2.x. Right? And the same thing here, but for y. P2? Oh wait. No, my bad. Y. Great. What is this music? Give me another one. And read. I know. Valgrind also exists. Valgrind? What is Valgrind? I mean, it sounds familiar, but oh, it's you mean about memory leak check, yeah? But it wasn't stated in the homework that it should be no memory leak. Oh, I see now. Yeah, obviously, like that's their fault. I mean, if code has memory leak, like, and in like, how's it called? Damn, task was not written to have no memory leaks, so it's okay. It's technically I didn't fail the one. Yeah, I see. Okay, y, right? And check it out. Error cannot assign to constant. Fuck. It's a constant, yeah. Fuck. That's actually an interesting decision. So input parameters are constants, and they cannot be changed. So I have to do var. I'll just call it IP1, IP2 for now, because I mean, especially like I don't know, when I'm on stream, I feel like wasting time on something like that feels just unproductive, and I'll have like it's better to do it for me. Like, damn, how to speak English? That's insane. It's better for me to do it out of stream, right? Because it's not that interesting. Okay, IP1. What's the problem? Can I read it? Local variable is never mutated. Oh, okay. Const. Unsigned 64-bit int cannot represent all possible signed 60-bit values. Speak Russian, we will understand. Thank you. I can speak Czech if you want. Okay, it was a bait. I cannot speak Czech. I mean, I can, but it's not gonna be so awkward. I'm not gonna do that. Expected type usize found I64. So int cast doesn't work, and there is no uint cast, right? Unsigned int. Union init. Undo. Is there? It should be in language reference, right? Casting. Yeah, a type cast converts a value of one type to another. ZIG has type coercion for conversion that are known to be completely safe and unambiguous. Okay, but mine is not safe. And explicit cast for conversions that one would not want to happen on accident. That's probably my case. Bit cast, align cast, enum from int, error from int, error cast, float from int cast, int from bool, int from int, pointer. Okay. Okay, that's weird. You know, I can just say AI. How do I convert? Damn. Cast, right? Cast U64 in 64 to U64 in ZIG. Let's go. Let's see. I hope it knows how to use ZIG, because I mean ZIG is a new language and there is a high chance that it just might not know. Int cast. Yeah, but int cast is not S. There is S. Oh, wait a minute. I remember something about S, so I can use S, right? What is S? It takes type and expression, right? So I put U64 here. Is that how it works, right? So I specify the type to which I want to convert, and then I specify the value, right? Expected type is 64, find I64. Huh? This wait. Wait. Outside 64. Okay, the same problem. Here's the primary way to cast I64 to X64 with explanation for each. The safe, idiomatic way in cast. This is recommended method for most situation. In cast, we'll check at runtime in safe build modes or comp time that values feeds the target value. If the E64 is non-negative. But how do I do that? Oh, I have to create another variable? Seriously? So it cannot do that because it's in a loop. Wait, what undo. So you just have no idea to which type to cast. Can I, like, cast it on the fly without creating another variable, please? The wrapping, complement way. Value preserved represents the bits. Bit cast. Oh, if you want the behavior command in C++, where the negative number wraps around, you want to use bit cast. This reinterprets the bits. No, it's not what I want actually. This general cast S built in. But damn, it doesn't work for me. The add S built-in general purpose casting tool when casting from one integer type to another of the same bit width. S behaves exactly like in cast, it performs the safe check. Therefore, it's just a more general way of writing the compiler to read them identical in this scenario. Wait, I just tried it out, it doesn't work. Wait a minute. So I write the type I want to which I want to convert it, right? And then I write the value. Is it usize? Was it the problem that because it was U64 not usize? Usize found. Expected usize. U64. Am I missing something? Like really? Oh, wait. That might be the problem actually. Wait, is it? It's probably the problem, right? No, it's not. Huh? U64. Yes, U64. That's painful. That's painful. Okay, you know what I can do? I can just send it the piece of code and let it solve. So I get following piece of code. ZIG. And compiler yields following error. Error. Where's my mouse? Oh, it's another screen. Run. So what's the problem now and why you solving it with casting? I mean, failing to solve it with casting. Okay. The point is, here's a for loop, right? For loop, which basically just iterates over range. Everything does. I'm sorry, it iterates over the range. The point is that range values cannot be integers, they should be unsigned integers, right? And my my coordinates are always like they're I64. And I have to cast them to U64 before using them. That's, I mean, what I assume I should do. Seriously, I have to do it that way? Oh, there are several options. You have a few excellent automatic ways to solve this. Recommend. Seriously, I have to create another? This is the most ZIG-like way. You explicitly handle the possibility of negative values before you loop. This makes your code robust and easy. Okay. I mean, okay. While loop. Yeah, but I have, like, I don't really like this one. Oh. Let's go. Let's go. Right. P1, P2. Field. Unused function parameter. Oh, my bad. Yep, actually my bad. Please. Copy. Paste. What? Paste. Right. Alright. Please work. Fuck. Expected type. Use size. Found. I64. Okay, there is another loop somewhere, right? It's not the same problem. 99. Yeah, there is something else. Wait. Oh, I didn't save it, right? No, I did. Wait. 91. Not 91. Why? 91. Oh, fuck. Yep. Okay. Damn, if I only knew how to do that quick in NeoVim, but okay, whatever. It's start row. Wait a minute. It's end column, right? Copy it. Oh, I know a solution. Just use proper language is proper for loops. Shut up. I mean, there is a reason why they do that. Like, let's be honest. Most of the language design decisions we've just saw, they are pretty good. Like, they are really, like, thought through. And I assume this one is also thought through, which I just, like, didn't met the condition under which it's not gonna be ideal, right? So, I mean, plus, like, I saw a lot of interviews with Andrew Kelly, a lot of his presentations, and he's such a smart fella, you can imagine, like, he has such great ideas, like, I absolutely trust him with such decisions. If he thinks he's better, he probably knows better. I mean, plus it's his language, so he can do what he wants, obviously. 99G. What do you mean 99G? Is int cast cast to uint or int? Why isn't uint cast? It automatically detects to which type to cast. So because there is usize, like ZIG is so cool. This function can understand to which the type of the variable to which you return the value. Let us go to line 99 in Vim. Oh, G99, 99G? Okay. Okay, that's good to know. 18G. Okay. 12G. Oh, it has animation, interesting. Whoa, so cool. yeah, I mean, it's actually cool. If you were saying 91. Yeah. I mean, anyway, thank you, like, that's useful. Okay. Hopefully now it should work, right? Fuck. Clear. Let me see one more time. Self dot. Found to size. Oh, so X is to size. So I also have to do int cast here. Insane. That's insane. That's insane. Okay, let's just do it, you know, in cast. Like, at this point, it's really easy to understand that I'm doing something wrong. Like, really. Expected size 71. So I solved this one, right? There are also these, but I don't see, like, what is this? Expected type of size found I64. Line 71. Dot. Point. Everything breaks, everything just breaks, everything just... Okay. You know, actually, I think, like, this is not the interesting part. I'll do that out of stream, I'll just look through everything, how, like, there's probably a fundamental flaw in my, structure design, because there should not be in cast in every single operation. There should not be, there should be a much better idiomatic way. So I'll do that out of the stream, and, launch another stream tomorrow, when we're gonna do actual game development. Wait, quit all for now. Thank you for coming, guys. And thank you for coming, you Chiro Topical. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, and see you later, guys.